Section 1. A Vision of Eden, Sri Lanka's Organic Farming Aspiration. Before going to video, subscribe Farm Modernization channel for more informative videos. Sri Lanka, an island nation renowned for its lush landscapes and tea plantations, embarked on an ambitious journey in 2021. The goal was to transition to a fully organic agricultural system. This vision, deeply rooted in the desire for self-sufficiency and environmental protection, captured global attention. Sri Lanka aspired to become a model for sustainable food production, prioritizing the well-being of its people and ecosystems. The government's commitment to organic farming stemmed from a growing concern about the impact of chemical-intensive agriculture. Advocates for the transition highlighted the potential benefits of organic farming. These included enhancing soil health, conserving water resources, and reducing farmers' exposure to harmful pesticides. Moreover, the move towards organic agriculture aligned with Sri Lanka's cultural heritage, which values harmony with nature. The island nation, with its rich biodiversity and traditional farming practices, seemed poised to become a beacon of organic agriculture. The government's vision promised a healthier future for both Sri Lankans and the environment. The transition to organic farming was not merely an agricultural policy, it was a statement of intent. Sri Lanka sought to reclaim its food sovereignty, reducing dependence on imported chemical inputs. The government believed that embracing organic practices would empower local farmers and revitalize rural communities. The vision was ambitious and idealistic, but the challenges of implementation soon became apparent. Section 2. The Leap Embracing Organic Farming Nationwide. In 2021, the Sri Lankan government made the bold decision to implement a nationwide ban on the importation and use of synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. This policy shift marked a dramatic change in the country's agricultural landscape. The government aimed to eliminate the negative consequences associated with chemical-intensive farming practices. These included soil degradation, water pollution, and health risks to farmers and consumers. The move towards organic agriculture was also driven by economic considerations. Sri Lanka faced a growing trade deficit and dwindling foreign exchange reserves. The government saw an opportunity to reduce reliance on imported agrochemicals, saving valuable foreign currency. By promoting organic farming, the government aimed to stimulate local production of biofertilizers and biopesticides. This, in turn, was expected to create new employment opportunities in rural areas. The government's policy was met with mixed reactions. While many lauded the commitment to environmental sustainability and public health, concerns arose about the speed and scale of the transition. Critics argued that the abrupt shift to organic farming without adequate preparation and support for farmers could disrupt food production. Farmers accustomed to conventional farming methods expressed anxieties about potential yield reductions and economic losses. The government, however, remained steadfast in its commitment to the policy, emphasizing the long-term benefits of organic agriculture. Section 3. Growing Pains. Challenges in implementation emerge. The implementation of the organic farming policy in Sri Lanka encountered a number of challenges, highlighting the complexities of agricultural transitions. One of the most significant hurdles was the lack of readily available and affordable organic inputs. Farmers faced difficulties in accessing sufficient quantities of biofertilizers and biopesticides to meet their needs. The domestic production of these inputs was insufficient to compensate for the ban on imports, leading to shortages and price hikes. This situation left many farmers struggling to maintain their yields. Another challenge stemmed from the limited knowledge and experience with organic farming practices among farmers. The transition required a significant shift in mindset and techniques. Farmers needed to adopt new methods of soil management, pest control, and crop rotation. However, extension services and training programs were not readily available or accessible to all farmers, particularly in remote areas. The lack of adequate knowledge and support hampered the effective implementation of organic farming principles. The sudden shift to organic farming also exposed the limitations of existing market infrastructure. The supply chains for organic produce were underdeveloped. Farmers encountered difficulties in connecting with buyers who were willing to pay a premium for their organic products. The lack of proper storage and transportation facilities further exacerbated the challenges of marketing organic produce. The absence of a well-established market for organic products discouraged some farmers from fully embracing the transition. Section 4. Ripple Effects, Economic Impacts of the Policy Shift. The transition to organic farming had significant economic consequences for Sri Lanka, impacting various sectors of the economy. The agricultural sector, the backbone of the Sri Lankan economy, experienced a decline in productivity. The ban on synthetic fertilizers and pesticides led to a drop in yields for major crops such as rice, tea, and rubber. This decline in production resulted in economic losses for farmers and reduced export earnings for the country. The shortage of essential food items also led to price increases, impacting consumers and raising concerns about food security. The tourism industry, a vital source of revenue for Sri Lanka, also felt the impact of the policy shift. The country's reputation as a producer of high-quality tea, a major tourist attraction, was affected by the decline in tea production. The shortage of other agricultural products also disrupted the supply chain for the hospitality industry, impacting tourist experiences. The decline in tourism revenue further strained the Sri Lankan economy, which was already grappling with the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. The government's decision to ban chemical fertilizer imports also had implications for the country's fiscal balance. While the ban was intended to reduce import expenditure and conserve foreign exchange reserves, it led to unforeseen consequences. The decline in agricultural production and exports resulted in a loss of government revenue. Moreover, the government had to allocate funds for subsidies and support programs for farmers affected by the policy shift. The economic challenges posed by the transition to organic farming highlighted the need for a more nuanced approach to agricultural policy. Like, share and subscribe Farm Modernization channel for more informative videos.